The Hollywood stars may have their award shows, but tonight's red carpet event celebrates the beginning of an 8-show run for Blue Suede Shoes.
Well, it's the story of Elvis. It's told as you've never seen it before. It's not just a tribute performer doing his thing. It's backup singers and full band, and the story of Elvis from his humble beginnings to his Vegas comeback, told through the eyes of his creative and very interesting agent, Colonel Tom Parker. So it's really a great story and told through song and theatrical performance, much like Jersey Boys or $1 Million Quartet or something like that. So it's a very engaging and dynamic show from beginning to end.
Can you tell me about Roy?
There aren't many that look, sound, walk, talk, everything like Elvis. And tonight when you watch the show, you'll see images flashing up on the screen of the Elvis. And then you'll pan across the middle of the stage and you'll see Roy doing this thing. And honestly, the resemblance is scary. He plays Elvis around the globe, and he's very good at it. And I should say, I suppose, that he's also the first Canadian to have ever won the Vegas World Championship as an Elvis tribute performer. So it really is the real thing. He's the real deal. He's very good. He's very professional and very entertaining.
I've been doing Elvis now for about 23 years, and I've been a host in the Collingwood Elvis Festival that a lot of people from Ontario will know about that festival. And it's got to be 7 years now.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, C2 Entertainment out of London, Ontario. Chris and a friend of mine that actually is the music director with C2 approached me about, why don't we do a show about Elvis that more tells a story as opposed to just a tribute show where you go up and you sing Elvis songs. And I had been doing that, I've been doing Elvis for about 23 years, and he approached me and said, why don't we capitalize on what you do and kind of what C2 Entertainment does, which is write sort of musical biopic type shows. And they've done one about Patsy Cline and Buddy Holly and stuff like this. So we kind of got talking, and the rest is kind of history. This guy took it over. And
what's cool about the way our shows work is people show up because they love the artist that's being featured. They love Elvis Presley, or Roy has a big fan base himself. But they leave the theater going, wow, because they're getting a story. They're getting so much more than just the music. They're getting the music, don't worry, it's all there. We do over 40 songs, and they're live, and you do 14 costume changes alone. 16 costume changes alone. Our girls, our backup singers and dancers, they've got about 50 costumes that they go through. And the concept for this show is to tell it from the point of view of the Colonel. So the Colonel's perspective about Elvis's career and his life and their relationship so it gets revealed from start to finish. And it's a pretty fascinating story. It's a pretty interesting relationship that these two people had. It's very cool.
Not only is the story special, you're also helping out some charities.
I know the goal of this whole 1-week run here in Niagara Falls was to raise $100,000 for 8 well-known charities that most people and most viewers of Cogeco probably already support, like the Red Roof Retreat, Pathstone Mental Health Association, Niagara Sexual Assault Center. They got Bethlehem Housing in there, the Lions and Lioness Club, and Community Care and Community Living, and Big Brothers and Big Sisters. So I know that was their hardest process, was to try and pick, what 8 charities that we're going to get. So they really sort of broadened the spectrum of who was going to get the benefits from these ticket sales, and I think that's very much in the style of Elvis as well, because he is a very charitable sort of entertainer too. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis is in the building. Get your tickets at ticketpro.ca and help 8 charities while the King and the Colonel entertain you. In Niagara Falls, for The Source, I'm Kendra Dyer.